New weapons. Yuri Borisov, General Director of Roskosmos Corporation, spoke about the situation with the Russian segment of the Soyuz MS-22 on the International Space Station. The spacecraft itself is in working order. The situation is really not very pleasant, now the crew is not threatened by anything. They are on the ISS. Roscosmos specialists managed to identify the possible location of damage to the ship's instrument compartment by photos of the outer skin of transport manned spacecraft Soyuz MS-22. Earlier it was reported about the increase in temperature on the spacecraft. Channel New Weapons recalls that the family of spaceships, Soyuz, operated in space since 1966 and over half a century have proven their reliability and survivability. Now their latest modification, Soyuz MS, is used to transport crews to the ISS and their return to Earth, as well as a means of emergency evacuation of astronauts from the station, if necessary, Roscosmos said, stressing that now there is no need for emergency evacuation. Defective Soyuz MS-22 will replace the reserve ship, which may be prepared for launch by February 19, rather than by March 16, as previously planned. A preliminary inspection of the spacecraft revealed that the depressurization was due to a small hole formed in the cooling system. There are two circuits, internal and external. Everything happened in the instrumentation compartment. Preliminary examination showed a small hole of about 0.8 millimeters, which led to depressurization. At the same time, the temperature on Soyuz MS-22 managed to stabilize. It did not rise above 30 degrees. At the end of December, I think on the 27th, the experts will decide how we will solve this situation, said Borisov. There is no need for the emergency evacuation of astronauts. It is also possible that the damaged ship will also be used to bring the Russian crew down to Earth, if the situation is under control and we have full confidence in the performance of the ship. It will be used for the regular descent of the crew, as planned, in March, the head of Roscosmos said. The information of a number of telegram channels about the existence of some kind of reserve spacecraft in full readiness for launch, which could be launched in a matter of days or hours to evacuate the ISS crew, is not true, the organization said. Channel New Weapons recalls, the departure of Russian cosmonauts in outer space from the ISS was cancelled for technical reasons. Initially planned for November 25, but because of the malfunction of the pumps in the cooling system of one of the suits it was postponed until December 15, just in time, and there was damage to the outer shell of the instrument and equipment compartment of the Soyuz MS-22, docked to the International Space Station. Because of the depressurization it was necessary to cancel the astronauts' planned spacewalk. The crew reported the activation of the ship's diagnostic system alarm, which reported a sharp drop in pressure in the cooling system. NASA broadcasts showed jets of liquid from the spacecraft. NASA reported plans to inspect the ship with the CANADARM-2 robotic arm. Cosmonaut Anna Kakina photographed and videotaped the outside of the spacecraft with the camera on the manipulator arm era, so that experts on Earth could determine the causes of the accident. A couple of days later, Roscosmos Executive Director for Manned Space Programs Sergei Krikalev said that a micrometeorite that fell into the radiator could have damaged the cladding. The site of the damage is on the radiator of the cooling system near the solar cell riveting node. See everything about the Russian 5th-generation fighter Su-57 at the link. Don't forget to subscribe to the New Weapons channel. Goodbye everyone.